Hey everybody, Kimberly here with my overview and review of Aqua. Now, if you liked last year's Akropolis, you might like Aqua. This video was brought to you by Noble Knight Games. More about them at the end of the video. One of the things that made Akropolis so good is 20 to 30 minutes tile drafting and then tableau building. And you get that just in the ocean in Aqua. And I think it works incredibly well. They are just about the same complexity and they are just about the same length. But I think Aqua might be a little bit easier than Akropolis because you are not necessarily using this money system to pay for the tile you want. You are simply drafting from the tiles available. There's always one more than the amount of players at the table, but there's a little bit of a catch. You can take the first player marker instead of drafting one of the hexes to add to your area, which you're building up your biodiversity, your biome. You've got coral and different animals that you are trying to draw to your habitat in the ocean. So there's a little bit of a cool choice, unless somebody else has already taken the first player marker, in which you will just simply pick one of the hexes. But when you take a hex, you take it and then you put it into your area, and it has to just match one side of a matching color or particular biome. And that's it. So you place it, and if you have a hex shape now of all the same color, you will take that small animal tile from the central area display and place it on top. And now you've got these little critters that you invited, and they are going to be victory points for you at the end of the game as long as they're not covered up. However, those small animals in certain groupings are going to attract larger animals. And that's where you get those really big tiles, and they are in a variety of configurations, and their victory point value starts high, whoever gets there first, going down. So depending on the amount of players you have, you're going to have a certain number of those large animal tiles, and the first person to get there will cover up the small animals, meaning they're essentially exchanging the points underneath for the points on top. But there's an added bonus when you have a large animal tile that you place on top of unique small animals. So you cannot have two yellow animals that you are covering up. They have to be different colors or different types of small animals. You cover them up with the large animal tile, but that large animal tile, as you see on display, has a bonus that will score based on what is underneath it. So it might be giving you more points for maybe the small purple animals, or for the small red animals, or the small yellow animals, whatever it is. Those tiles are all selected at the beginning of the game, and players see what's available. They know what's out there, and everything is open information, open knowledge. There's no secrets. You can see what your opponents are doing. You can see what you're doing and what you're planning for. And you also know who essentially is going to be first player in the next round going clockwise. And one of the cool things about the first player marker, which is a cutie little snail, if nobody takes it because they just want to take tiles, the last player to go will automatically take it. And so it gives that last player a chance to be first the next time. So it really depends on if you want to take tiles, or if you think, no, I think I can handle any of those tiles out there. I'm just going to take that first player. So next time when new tiles come out, I can actually nab up exactly what I want. And then I would be, putting that first player marker out there for somebody else to take. So again, a nice light choice at the very beginning of the round, but after that, turns go super duper fast. So love it, love it, love it. The coolest thing that I like about Aqua is that when you draw those hexes and you place them into your area and you're building up this beautiful coral reef, you don't always have to be placing small animal tiles onto those spaces. Now, if they do create a hex shape, it's probably important for you to do that. But you might also have like a weird configuration or kind of like a run of a long color streak. That's good because that means you now get to score reef points. And I like that because I think in design of the game, players would say, well, I can't get the small animals, and then if I don't get those, then I can't get the large animals. But then I have all these, color groupings. If you get 4 color swatches, meaning they are the little triangle shape on your hex, and they are connected, you have a contiguous line of at least 4 coral spaces, you are going to create a reef. and every small animal next to a reef will score their points again. Not the large animals, but the small animals, because the small animals want to be next to the reefs. So there's a reef opportunity for you to score points in addition to the small animals, in addition to the large animals as their core victory point, but also their bonus that is attached to them at the beginning of the game. I mean, turns are so fast in Aqua. That's why this game says 30 to 40 minutes. Depending on the amount of players, if you have fewer, it's going to take a shorter amount of time because the game scales down. You essentially shuffle up all the coral tiles and take out half. And then that's all that's available in the game is half the coral tiles. And I will say that the game ends just a little bit before you want it to. So what that means is you have to really focus. You have to say, what am I going for? Which of the large animals am I going to vie for? Because you cannot get them all. So I'm going to go for the shark. I'm going to go for the manta ray. I'm going to go for the hammerhead. I'm going to go for whatever it is. You need to pick it and then note what special bonus they get that you will be vying for as well. Because that's going to inform the tile you draft at the very beginning of the round when you place it into your player area. It's cool. It's really cool. It's light. It's easy to teach. And I have a feeling that Akropolis and Aqua being so similar, one's just city building and the other one is ocean building with again, biodiversity in the ocean. They have such similar crossover mechanisms and also goals and scoring. So when you get to the end, you kind of have like a whole list of things you have to go through to score. This, like small animals, all the large animals, all the bonuses, reefs, things like that, just like you do all the different city tiles that you have in Akropolis. So for me, I just felt like they were kind of sister games, and I really liked Akropolis. I mean, my husband liked it even more than I did. We play it. It is a nice game to pull out. Again, tile drafting and then your tableau building in front of you. And then I think Aqua does the same thing with just a little bit of a twist. Lovely artwork by Vincent Dutrait. I mean, just a lot to really like here. And again, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It makes you want to replay it again and then play it with a variety of player count. You can do solo, 2, 3, or 4. This is a lovely, lovely light strategy game that I think is fantastic for entry gamers, for just like casual gamers, and for hobby gamers and strategy gamers like me. So fun, fun, fun. Beautiful, lovely artwork, great pieces. I'm really enjoying Aqua, and again, I just can't get Akropolis out of my mind. Lovely, lovely game here. So that's it, and I'll see you later. Bye, folks. I can rely on Noble Knight games for the RPGs I'm looking for, along with the board games, war games, minis, card games, and dice that suit my gaming needs. They also have specials running constantly with deals and offers that provide gamers like me and you an opportunity to invest in new and used games that have been quality controlled for accuracy and perfection. Make Noble Knight Games your friendly local game store. Satisfaction guaranteed.